What's going on, everybody? My name is Walid Azami. So I am going to share with you my actually not even five, I'm going to give you six. I'm going to give you my 6 favorite tips that I incorporated in my career early on, and that's how I had the portfolio that I do working with Jennifer Lopez. But of course, there's Usher, there's Kanye, there's Brandy, there's Mariah Carey, so many other things. So I hope that some of these tips help you in your business and your photography 2019 and of course beyond. So grab a pen, grab a piece of paper. We're going to watch the intro and then start. Okay, so number one tip that I have. I want you to stop lying to yourself, and I want you to stop lying to me and everybody else. Number one, always ask yourself, am I good enough to photograph whatever I want to photograph? So let's talk about weddings. Are you good enough to get that bride walking down the aisle, the most important day in her life, to get her fiance, her in-laws on this side, her family on this side, get her in focus, get it exposed, get the church, get a wide, move out of the way, not be so obvious, let the videographer do their thing, not knock over any of the flowers, anything like that, and do it with grace and just a smile on your face. Can you do that? And the answer is, if the answer is yes, good for you. If the answer is no, good for you, because there's nothing better for your career than a dose of honesty. And if you're going to be honest with yourself and say, you know what, I'm not there yet, then what you know now is also what you need to do to get there. Okay, so saying no, being honest is a wonderful thing, not just for you, but for the clients, that you're not going to screw up their event. Are you good enough to photograph JLo? Are you good enough to photograph an e-commerce lookbook? Because if you are, wonderful. If you're not, great. You now know what to research. Number 2, are you making it easy for them to hire you? Does that mean, is your website easy to use? Is the contact information easily accessible at the top of the page and the bottom of the page? Because if they're on your website, they are that much closer to booking you, because everything is so Instagram now, or one of these portals like The Knot, or anything anywhere else that they find you, right? So once they're on your website, they're a little more serious, they're a little bit more qualified of a buyer. So is your website easy? Are you making it easy for them to contact you? The second part of your website is, does your gallery make it easy for them to stay there and be determined that you're the right choice? Or does your gallery provide doubt for them? So if somebody wants to hire you as a wedding photographer, great, you have beautiful work in wedding photography. But do you put in that gallery food? Do you also put some documentary, and do you put some animals and some landscape? Do you give the bride or the groom any reason to stop and create another point, another barrier to entry? Because if you do, stop that and niche down. Be the best. Be the master of something. So that's what people are going to be paying for. Is the thing about so many photographers now is that you have choices. And the choices are going to be people at the top, not all the averages, okay? And the third one is, there's a stereotype for millennials. And millennials, I believe now, is like low 20s all the way up to 38. So it's a lot of people. But the stereotype of this entire generation is that they're lazy, they don't know how to communicate. And you know what? To some extent, it's damn true. To some extent, no, it's not. It's that doesn't apply to them. It applies to many other generations too, right? But if we're gonna go by stereotypes, and if you have a millennial attitude, stop that. Nobody likes that. At some point, you're gonna have to call them. You're gonna have to talk. Pick up your phone. And also, when your phone rings, they are that much now closer to buying from you. So if you don't pick up your phone right away, they are having more opportunities to start looking at other people's information and start calling them instead of you. Okay? So don't make it so easy for them to call somebody else. If you give them a beautiful gallery, you tell them, I am the master in this. Don't give them time to go and research other people, to go and ask for referrals. Make it so easy. They go to your website, they're like, boom, he or she's the master. wow, here's a contact information. Oh, you know what? He or she picked up the phone or responded back immediately in an email and said, may I call you? I'm in a session. May I call you later today? Point 2, different kinds of people. Look, I think there's 4 major groups of people. Of course, there's subcategories, but there's 4 different kinds of people that I've identified in my life, okay? And so these are titles that I give them. There are the supporters. There are the cancers. There are the distractors, and then there's the invisibles. And I want to break each down a little bit for you, and grab a piece of paper, write this, okay? So number 1, who are your supporters? And everybody in your life has to fit into one of these titles: promote, demote, or fire. Promote, demote, or fire, okay? You have to fit people into these categories. Supporters, you promote them. These are people that are like, oh man, beautiful picture. They like it, they comment, they share, they they share what you offer to their network of people. They encourage you to keep going. These are your cheerleaders, okay? So these people deserve more of your time. They deserve more of your respect. And I think that one of the things that I have done very well is that I've kept a very core army of people who support me. The second type of person is the cancer. These people are so miserable. They're the people that there will be people that will watch this video and they'll leave a negative comment and they'll skip all the good things. They will find something wrong. Those are the cancers. Those are the people you want to completely ignore and you want to kick them out of your life. So not because they're bad people, because they're so miserable in their own existence that they're going to go ahead and affect your life. They also have a superpower, being this vortex, this hurricane or tornado of chaos. So you don't even have to be in their life. You just have to be near them and they suck you up, and before you know it, you're caught in the middle of this crap storm. Okay, I'm telling you, they're dangerous. Ignore them. They are the trolls on the internet. They are the people that give you statistics that ignore all the good stats. These are the people that tell you you're not talented enough, you're not rich enough, you're not connected enough. These are the people that give you all the statistics of all the failures but skip out all the stats of the successes. Stay away from them. And more often than not, these are the people that have not accomplished much in their life, and they're not even, sometimes they're maliciously trying to derail you. Sometimes they're not trying to derail you maliciously, but they are in such a rut themselves that you're almost like, I'm sorry, I have to save myself right now, okay? Point number 3, these are the distractors. Distractors are not bad people. Distractors are people who are, in my opinion, they're very short-sighted. They enjoy the moment, which is healthy, of course, but they don't have any long-term plans. They're all about the weekend. These are not bad people, but they end up distracting you just by their enticing offers of like, let's go out, put your work away, who cares, wake up early, do your proposal, come on, let's go out. How you choose to involve them in your life is up to you. My encouragement is to demote them. Don't give them as much access to your life, as much privileged information about your life, and definitely have some information in your back pocket that is going to help you get out of a debate session with them or whatever it is. One of the things that work with me and these kind of people is that I replace the word can't with won't. So let me give you an example. Oh, you know what? I can't go out tonight because I have a big client proposal. What that says to a lot of these kinds of people is, all right, then I'm going to try harder, right? But if you say, you know what? I hope you have the best time, but I won't be going out tonight. I have a very important client proposal. You're very definite in your decision, and they're going to respect it, or a lot higher chance of respecting it, okay? So these people, you don't cut out of your life. They're good people. You just demote them. Sorry, they don't deserve extreme access to you. The fourth kind, these are the invisibles. The invisibles are people who, they're your soldiers, they're your saints. They work hard for you. They retweet you and repost, and they tag you, and they put comments, and they put all the little hearts and all the likes, and the dancing lady emoji with the red dress, and you know what I mean? They always give you the comments on Facebook, and not even the good job, but like the paragraph comments and all that. And you know what we do? We ignore them. It's kind of like the equivalent of the person that always has a crush on you, but you have a crush on somebody else and you ignore them. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. Maybe we're addicted to the chase, but what we need to do is make a list of all these people that are our supporters. These are the invisibles, right? And the invisibles are these saints that you're not even invested in them, but they're so invested in you, they will root hard for you, even when you are ignoring them. But at some point, it's gonna tip. And when it tips, you've lost them forever. Okay, so make sure you don't lose these people. Make a list. Do yourself a favor. Make a list of people that are your invisibles and give them more respect. Give them more time. The supporters, promote them. The cancers, fire them. The distractors, demote them. And the invisibles, promote them, please. Okay, so you're going to do very, very well if you do promote those people. Point number 3, suggest your own job. Okay, no one's going to save you. Suggest your own job. Let me give you an example of J-Lo, of all people. I had been up for a Jennifer Lopez job 5 times. I had gone into office meetings. It's always me and somebody else. Somebody else gets it. Second time, me and somebody else. Somebody else gets it. Third time, I'm like, damn. Somebody else gets it. Fourth time, I'm like, again? Somebody else gets it, right? The 5th time, I suggested it. And the manager was like, how funny. I was just talking about you the other day. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. He's like, I was talking about you the other day, and I'm so glad that you emailed. And can you come to rehearsals tonight? Can we do a deal where we work together on this? Oh, awesome. Hell yeah. I was ready, okay? But the point is that he was probably not going to reach out to me if I didn't reach out myself. Now, an example for you guys would be, let's just say you're doing weddings or you're doing e-commerce or a lookbook or something. It will serve you very well to suggest to them, hey, since we're already here, we have cameras, we have hair and makeup and everything. What if we do 15-second videos for your Instagram stories of behind the scenes? Or make suggestions like, what if we make cinemagraphs of some of the pictures? What if we do whatever you want to suggest, right? Suggest it for them. In my estimates, 1 out of 3 people are going to say yes. 2 out of 3 are going to put it in their head and go, okay, I know that they can do this. It's not right for this one, but they may call you at a later point. But always suggest your jobs, suggest your meetings, suggest your services, and get used to it being a part of your grammar, and do it without feeling guilty because you're not selling to them. What you're doing is offering them tools so that they can become better versions of who they are, their business, and everything. Okay? So your suggestions are more about building them up. And if you think of it that way, if you suggest it that way, it'll work out that way. Number 4, recognize opportunity. And almost every single thing has opportunity. Getting fired has opportunity. Not getting the job 5 times for Jennifer Lopez has opportunity. Failing miserably has opportunity. What am I supposed to learn here? What is my lesson? And if you can do that, and if you can make that a habit, you're gonna win. I keep losing this bid. What can I do? It's a chance for you to turn everything back to yourself and correct yourself and to become better. So look for opportunities in wins and in fails and floating in between. Look for opportunities, okay? That's one of the biggest secrets or whatever ingredients to my success. Point 5, the world owes you nothing, but you owe the world kindness. All right? Let's go with the first part of this. The world owes you nothing. It's the most liberating thought. I don't owe you a damn thing. But once you realize that, you also realize the control is all in your hand. Okay? So once you realize that it's all in your hands, you win. You realize everything is because of you. You become empowered and you're like, wait, so then I could make the changes that I want. I could charge what I want. I can shoot who I want. I can market how I want. It's how I want to do my business, my branding, right? And that's damn liberating. That's so liberating, right? So you want to cherish that and just rejoice in that the world owes you nothing. But here's the best part of this, is that when you accomplish greatness, the world doesn't get the credit. you get the credit because you did it for yourself. The world didn't owe you a single thing. The only thing that you are entitled, or that we are entitled to, is kindness from you. All right. So when you fail, because we all fail initially, you fail with grace and you do it with kindness, and you don't destroy your competitors and your peers or your clients. When you win, and you inevitably are going to win way more than you will lose, you do it with kindness. You accept that graciously. You help people below you. You send that elevator down, and you make sure that you help other people, right? So if you hire a second camera, you hire a PA, you hire somebody, and you're like, you know what? That extra $50 is not going to make a difference in my pocketbook. But for them, they're starting out, that extra $50 is going to help them a lot. And it's going to motivate them way more than that. Give them that. Do kind things. Help other people. Empower other people. If you have a client and you talk to them after the photo shoot and you're like, do this and then do this and do this, and with this picture do that, and do Google ads here and Facebook ad there and put pixels there and line up your pictures this way, and you see it's like a mom and pop business and their eyes are glazed over, you know what? You already got their business. Call them up. I just want to check in. You seem a little bit overwhelmed with all the information I gave you. I want to know if you'd be open. Can I come over for 1 hour and let me work off the clock for a second? Let me just help you guys tie some loose ends, answer some questions you may not have. The amount of good karma that you're going to get from that is unbelievable. Help people, okay? Also help yourself, defend yourself, educate yourself, market yourself, but when you can, help other people. And that's what I mean by the world doesn't owe you a damn thing, but you owe the world kindness. And whatever you do, just do it with love. Except for the people that'll leave the troll comments after this. All right, my bonus. I promise you guys a bonus one at the end. Develop your instincts. That is, if anything is one of the strongest points of all, it's develop your instincts. We're the only living creature that turns it off or discourages it. Animals don't do that. They have fight or flight, right? Humans have an ego, and we worry about, well, what are they going to think about me? And are they going to think I'm lame, and they don't think I'm advertising enough? And do they think I'm not good enough? And am I not Insta famous enough? We're doing things because of ego, myself included, right? So I'm trying to do less of that. Listen to your instincts. It's the most direct connection you have with something bigger than you, whatever you believe in. That voice is going to tell you what's good for you. That voice is going to tell you what's bad for you. That voice tells you don't get in this car right now. That voice tells you pick up your phone and check up on this friend right now. And that voice will tell you take this client, walk away from this client. Okay? Do this, do that. Learn to be in touch with that again. Most of us don't have that skill like we should. Most of us aren't very strong in that. And if that is one of my biggest secrets to success, is that I got that lesson, I got that review early on. I'm so damn thankful for it. So that's why I preach that for you guys, okay? If you guys have any questions, down below. Subscribe down here, please. Give me a like, all that stuff. And also I have a photography course that I walk you through every step of your business from start to finish. And it's the course that I wanted. So if you're interested in that, there's that link right there down below. And I will talk to you guys next time. Thank you.